And I know people gonna think I'm full of shit, but I swear to God, I wasn't 9, 10, 11, 12 years old. I'm smoking. Matter of fact, I'm at school with a smoking pass. Back in junior high school, you could smoke cigarettes at school if you had a pass.
Right. You had to get cleared by your
Yeah,
parents.
you had to get clearance from your parents. I'm telling my age right now. I'm 54, but yeah, I was smoking for real.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Not proud of it, but shit.
You did what you did.
I did what I did, man.
This song, because I really want to know the backdrop. I've never seen a man cry until I seen a man die. The backdrop of that.
So, the backdrop of that, man, is I got high.
Man, you've been writing some fire-ish when you high.
Yeah. I was stoned. And I promised that if I ever came down off that high, I would never get high again like that. But I was drinking beer and taking painkillers.
Okay.
And I had smoked the joint. I don't want nobody to try this shit at home. Cause it's
What kind of combo were you on? Drinking beer, smoking, taking pain pills?
so I had broke my arm. Either that or I got shot. Something had happened.
Damn, face.
Yeah, and I didn't want to hurt no more. Nate Dogg had the coldest song on that one. I don't want to hurt no more. Don't want to hurt no. I didn't want to hurt no more.
Right.
So I took a painkiller. I was drinking Miller Lights anyway. I smoked a square, and that shit didn't end well.
Did the words, I mean, how long did it take you to come up to lay those verses for that? Did it just start, the pen just started writing it like an auto pen?
So I was in the studio and I made a beat. And it started with a bass line. And the bass line went like, right? I did that on the keyboard. And then I played the, right? So that's what I wrote the words to.
Okay.
The beat was. So that's the original way that I set it up. And then Mike Dean comes in with the, let me hear it. He had the, Mike Dean also played this guitar part that went kind of like this. So I had to take this home, right?
Yeah.
And I'm high as hell. And the first thing I came up with was, reach his father with his hands out. Rehabilitated slightly, glad to be the man's child. The world is different since he's seen it last. In 7 years he's out of jail and he's happy that he's free at last. All he had was his mother's letters. Now he's mobile and he's got to make a change and make it for the better. But he's black, so he's got one strike against him. And he's young, plus he came up in the system. But he's smart, and he's finally making 18, right? I'm coming up with these words, man. The words are flowing, right? But the more I wrote, the more dead I felt. Yeah, I was gone. I had that kind of high, I had that blackout high.
Yeah.
You know, so that was the writing process on this song, man. I didn't want to be high no more. You know what I mean? I remember that verse where I said, I hear you breathing, but your heart no longer sounds strong. but you kind of scared of dying, so you hold on. And you keep on blacking out, and your pulse is slow. Stop trying to fight the reaper, just relax and let it go. That's how high I was.
Wow.
I was high. When I was writing that record, yeah, I really went in there and got some shit. Because there's no way you can fight it, though you still try. And you can try it till you fight it, but you still die. Your spirit leaves your body and your mind clears. Your morning starts to set and you out of here. Like, that's real, that's how I felt, man.
Wow.
But when I got to the studio in Atlanta, I wasn't high no more. That was a couple of days later. And it was like, I was like, he greets his father with his hands out, rehabilitated slightly, but glad to be the man's child. The world is different since he's seen it last. Out of jail been 7 years and he's happy that he's free at last. All he had was his mother's letters. Now he's smoking and he's gotta make a change and make it for the better. But he's black, so he's got one strike against him. And he's young, plus he came up in the system. But you never know how those words are gonna come out upon delivery, because I stand firm on letting the beat guide.
Okay.
I use my voice as an instrument. Like,
Okay.
You'll never hear a song from me where the beat is doing one thing and my voice is doing another.
Okay.
Like, it's not gonna be a monotone.
Right.
Like, you know how some rappers get on the microphone and they rap the same way every time because they're not letting that beat lead.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they rapping off of their own instinct and not letting that beat guide. You gotta let that beat guide.
Mm-hmm.
And in order to let that beat guide, it's a vibe.
Right.
It's a vibe, man. So, you know, some records you hear me rapping this way, and the next you'll hear like, who is that nigga?
Right.
Like, I remember one time we was doing that, sitting at the stoplight, looking at hoes, peeping out this bitch in her black jabots, windows rolled up tight, top was closed, blowing switches, sweet smoke out my nose. E40 called me.
Right.
He was like, man, you let Warren get on the track? I'm like, nah, nigga, that's me. Yeah, so I'm changing my voice. I'm changing the dynamic, the pitch. I'm changing the flow. The come lines are different. You know, the patterns, the rap patterns are different. Sunday morning, I'm off in church, sinning throughout the week, hustling every day. I'm getting it as we speak. I listen to preacher preach. Mama singing the song, ain't he clapping the hands? No, choir singing the song, ain't he clapping the hands? My mama singing along. I'm uncomfortable. I want to leave. Can't let my mama see. I ain't listening to the message. But it's there's different deliveries on different songs. Different songs call for different deliveries, different beats, man.
Has it ever been a situation where you write it while you're high, and then when you come down off that, you're like, okay, I hope I can get right back into that headspace.
Once you get it, it's in there. Once you find out, once you get back to what you were writing and the pattern that you was writing it in, you in there. But I ain't wrote nothing high in a long time. Of course, I ain't been writing, but I ain't did nothing. Damn, Shannon, you trying to act like I'm just a dope fiend. Like, I gotta be high. Nah, I'm messing with you. But nah, bro, it's just, you know, I don't smoke weed all the time.
Okay.
You know, but when I do, I'm not just gonna be burning out brain cells.
Right.
So it's gotta be something being created.
That's what I was about to ask. When you smoke, are you smoking to get in a frame of mind that you can write?
No.
Oh, you just smoking to smoke.
No, I'm not just smoking to smoke. I'm smoking to spark ideas.
Right.
But I'm just not riding around smoking all day long just to be smoking. So if you see me smoking some weed, I'm in a vibe.
Right.
And I haven't smoked weed in a long time.
Is that what it would take you to get back in? I mean, what would
smoke some weed?
No, what would it take you to get back to the pen that we know Face to have?
They gotta pay. Like, the shit is free now. It's not paying, man.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, this is where the money is. Like, Short and I out on a tour, we're calling it The Function. You know, this is where the money is. Even though Todd is still recording, E40 still recording, everybody's still recording, I just don't see the value, and I'm spoiled. I'm spoiled. I remember when you could sell records for $5, $6, $7, $8, $9, $10.
Correct.
Now it's 0 cent. It's zero. It's half a cent on a cent for a stream. So I don't see the value in wasting my time. I can't get my time back.
Right.
You know, I got a catalog that'll carry me in. You know.
Yeah, you good.
You feel me? Like I got a pretty decent catalog, and I'm always thinking of some other funky ways to revamp me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like this just didn't come overnight. Like I've been doing my band shit for 20 years. Matter of fact, Ant sent me something yesterday. Sent us something where how long was that? 25 years ago?
It was 25, almost.
20 years ago, okay? Of us, you know, working with our band shit. All right? And I went on the road with a band and I wasn't even getting paid, but I knew that eventually the game would catch up to what I'm thinking. Yeah, where I'm at in my mindset, because we can stand on stage and grab our shit and walk and lip sync to our shit, or we can bring it back to the essence of where it came from. You know, like we built this music, man.
Right.
We built this music.
Tupac's last song he recorded was with you, 1994, Smile.
I can't say that.
Hold on. Yeah, do you remember that before he passed? It might have not been 94. What year did Smile come out?
It came out in 96. It came out in 97.
97.
But we recorded it
When did you guys record
that September. Hey man, you know what?
It might
That
have
could very well be the last song that he recorded.
Absolutely.
That could very well be the last song, because I remember leaving LA, going to Chicago, and hearing that he was shot. But me knowing Pac like I know Pac, you know, he gonna get up and he gonna be talking shit again.
Right.
All right? You could very well be right, man, because we recorded that in September or June.
And he got shot in that September. He got shot.
Okay, we recorded that song in June or July of 96.
He got shot and killed in 96. September.
Okay, so that can very well be that last record. But I like me knowing Pac and how he worked, I doubt it. It's possible, though. Because he probably laid down 15, 20 songs a day.
Because what that was, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was the Tyson Holyfield fight.
It might have been Bruno. Check the fact check.
I went to the Frank Bruno fight,